Hi, this is Wanda from Little Rose Artworks, and today we're going to do a very simple project, but a very fun project. We are basically going to make art out of napkins and glue. That's what I do. I like to. So technically it's decoupage, but I do love to use napkins, and I call it napkin art because I use a lot of napkins and glue. I mentioned something called modeling paste, but you don't need that. You can do it with just a buildup of paper. So very simple. I love to work with different types of mediums. I like to work with very simple things you can find around the house. And speaking of artwork that you can do with just finding things, do you see this bit of jewelry that I have on? Okay, really cool. These are orange rinds and acai berries. They make them in Colombia. I got these from some young ladies that were selling them, and they're very cool. So it's just string and acai berries, orange rinds, and string. Very cool. And so it's reusable, it's renewable, it's things that, it doesn't incorporate a lot of waste. So that's why I like to do lots of different types of artwork. So today we're going to do this piece, which is essentially napkins and glue. And I bought this, I don't know, I've had it, this little frame. I redid the frame. So you don't need much to do this project, and it turns out just beautiful. So, one more thing. I'd like to shout out to all those budding artists out there, plus those that have found their art again. I have a cousin named Augustine who was an artist in his younger days. He is now in his 70s and he's finding his artwork again. Go Augustine! So everybody has a little bit of creativity in them. Just go for it. Don't think that you can't do it. Doesn't matter what age you are. Doesn't matter if you've never started. Just do it. So what we're gonna do next is head on down to the basement and get our artwork on. All right, for today's project, what you're going to need is Liquitex Modeling Paste or another brand of modeling paste. You're going to need napkins, whatever pattern that you like for your project. Use your imagination. An artist canvas board. This is not the stretched canvas, it's a canvas board. And then what I like to do is pick up little frames that I think are just kind of sweet and cute and paint them to my liking. And then I will cut canvas board to the size of my picture frame, and I'm going to do a sweet little picture in there. And today my theme is going to be bees. So cut down your canvas board, and then you're going to cover your board with the background of your choosing. I'm going to take my paper that's going to be my background, and you need to, it's usually 2 or 3 ply paper, and you need to separate them. You cannot have them all put down. Now this happens to be 3 ply. Sometimes the first one comes off very easily, and then the second one a little harder. This is what I normally do. This one's easy, but what I will do if I can't separate them is I will wet my finger and then dab it, and usually they come apart. But you must detach all your layers. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to use our Mod Podge and decoupage this piece of napkin onto your canvas board. Now draw your image onto your board. Cut your images or your pictures, your flowers, whatever you're going to use that you're going to apply to your board, cut them out. Using your Mod Podge, apply your cutout image to your board. Do the front, underneath, and on top of your image. Don't forget your sides. You can wrap it around the edges if you like. Now the next step, I'm using my Liquitex Modeling Paste, and I am building up a mound for my body of my bee. I'm giving it texture, I'm making it 3D, and then you have to let it dry. If you don't have modeling paste, you can build up multiple layers of paper. My bee bodies are dry, so now I'm using some different colors from the napkins and coloring my bee bodies. I'm using Mod Podge to attach the different colors. I'm using black and yellow only, but different tones of the yellow. So then I just fit them into place with the Mod Podge. For the bee's wings, I am using crumpled up tissue paper, and I'm just layering it on with lots of texture. And I want them wrinkly because I want them to show, kind of have the veins and stuff that the bee's wings have in them. So I'm just crumpling up, stacking it up, putting it on with my Mod Podge. Alright, so now I am just taking a black bit of paint on a very fine brush and going over the textured wings that I had left and just kind of hitting the highlights. For lack of a really fine paintbrush, I'm going to use a marker, ultra fine marker, for some of our little antennae and our legs. And if you want, you can outline your wings a little bit better. If you have friends, I don't do this, but I've seen it done, that have the diamond dot. My friends give me their leftover diamond dot little things because they know that I do all kinds of artwork and use all kinds of things. So they give me their little diamond dot things, so that's what these are. So at this point, I am putting some outlines in black, very fine black lines. I'm not strictly defining a flower, I'm just adding little highlights. I'm going to use gold leaf paint to go around my markings, and then I usually dot it just to highlight things. So, my favorite, as you can tell, I like gold leaf paint. Just makes everything shine. I don't totally cover up my black. Sorry. So I don't totally cover up the black that I put down to kind of highlight things, and this is just where I go through and just add a little bit of stuff. As you see, I'm not super careful about it. I just kind of pop it on there. Here in this phase, I add dots. I start out with black liner. Then I go over the black with gold. And then I follow that up with white dots. I just like the look. Do what makes you happy. Now it's time to add some bling. I'm adding glitter. I'm adding some seed pearl beads. I am adding flowers. Whatever you want to do to bling up or spice up your little image.